Hello and welcome to the second installment of TÜV SÜD's Automotive webinar series. I am Wang Jiongyang and I'll be discussing with you the top 5 questions we get regarding the certification processes for exporting automotive products to China. A quick introduction about myself. I am a project engineer at TÜV SÜD China and am responsible for CCC certification and ECE homologation in China. At TÜV SÜD, we have extensive experience in supporting the automotive industry with testing, certification, auditing, and inspection solutions. Today, I will be sharing with you the comprehensive range of CCC certification services that TÜV SÜD brings to help you unlock new growth opportunities in the Chinese automotive market. So, you must be wondering, why should I watch this webinar? In a short span of 30 years, China has rapidly transformed itself into a global economic powerhouse that presents a wealth of opportunities to manufacturers and suppliers worldwide. Apart from being the second largest economy and the largest trading nation, China is also home to the number 1 automotive market in the world. At the same time, China is also shaping up to become an attractive market for the premium car sector. The premium car market in China is projected to grow by 12% each year through 2020. The motorcycle industry is also not too far behind in terms of growth volumes, with the demand for motorcycles in China projected to reach 57.7 million in 2016. For automotive manufacturers and importers into China, it is important to understand the certification requirements for the CCC Mark in order to capitalize on the full potential of the Chinese automotive industry. So what will be your key takeaways from this webinar? You will find out the requirements for exporting automotive products to China, understand potential challenges you may encounter, and learn the process in order to achieve CCC certification. So, let's get started. The first question we often get is, what exactly is CCC? CCC stands for China Compulsory Certification and is also sometimes referred to as 3C. The CCC Mark was implemented on May 1st, 2002 and became fully effective on August 1st, 2003 in accordance to the Joint Announcement Number 38, 2003. Products subjected to compulsory product certification covers 135 products which are divided into 20 categories. These include household appliances, motor vehicles, motorcycles, safety glasses, medical devices, lighting apparatus, cables and wires, and so on. Currently, the CCC Mark is being administered by a number of government agencies, including CMCA, which is the Certification and Accreditation Administration, and the AQSIQ, which stands for General Administration for Quality Supervision and Inspection and Quarantine. And lastly, there is also CQC, which stands for China Quality Certification Center. CMCA designates CQC to process the CCC Mark and certification applications. That was a quick background on CCC. So the next question is usually, What are the automotive products that require certification? This refers not only to automotive components of vehicles and motorcycles, it also includes the certification of whole vehicles as well as motorcycles and mopeds. All products mentioned in the official catalogue by the Chinese authorities, ranging from whole vehicles and motorcycles to automotive components, require certification. Whole vehicles, whether completed or incomplete vehicles that fall in the M, N, and O category, require certification. This includes passenger cars, vans and trucks, and trailers. This requirement is not applicable for small series certification. Certification is also required for vehicles in the L category, which includes motorcycles and mopeds. Again, this is not applicable for small series certification. The CCC Mark is also required for a broad range of automotive components, which can be further broken down into three categories, namely safety parts and accessories, safety glass, and vehicle tires. For safety parts and accessories, CCC certification is applicable to both vehicles and motorcycles, including interiors like safety belts, seat and seat headrests, and interior trimming materials, mirrors which include rear view mirrors and related products, electrical and electronics like the tachometer, powertrain and chassis parts which include the motorcycle engines and fuel tanks, external lighting and signaling products that include lamps and lighting equipment, body and main parts such as the door lock and door retention components, miscellaneous auto parts such as horns, retroreflective vehicle markings, retroreflectors, and brake hoses. Certification is also required for safety glass in all motor vehicles. Vehicle tires for motorcycles, passenger cars, and trucks would also require the CCC Mark. Now that we have seen the list of automotive products needed for certification, the next question usually follows. What are the key challenges in obtaining the CCC certification? To begin with, manufacturers and suppliers need to have a highly comprehensive understanding of the certification processes involved in CCC type approval in order to successfully enter the Chinese automotive market. Local language barriers exist in China, and knowledge on the Chinese language is essential for CCC applications and to keep updated on future rule changes. Certification requirements are further complicated by the uncertainties that exist in CCC, for example, interior trim parts. Certification is required for door panels, pillar trims, and inner linings of a coupe, but to date, removable floor mats, parts of the instrument panel, and parts in a closed trunk do not require a CCC mark. Automotive manufacturers are also faced with cumbersome processes to obtain CCC certification for their products. Manufacturers need to be able to properly interpret the rules under the CCC mark in order to ensure its audit preparations meet CCC requirements. Next, factory inspections are a key part of the certification process. This has to be conducted in the respective country of manufacture, where applicants are required to assume all costs associated with the audit. This includes the inspector's travel and accommodation expenses. Lastly, manufacturers and suppliers may face custom issues. A CCC certificate may be required even if it is not stated that the product needs to be certified. This may result in product detainment by custom authorities and lead to additional costs to be incurred that may continue to grow every day. What is the certification process for CCC? The process takes place in 6 stages. For step 1, applicants are required to prepare and submit all documents as well as the application for accreditation to the Chinese authority. Step 2, you'll see them receiving a CCC factory code along with the requirements for product testing once documents are accepted. Step 3 will be product testing. Step 4, factory audits will be conducted. In step 5, you will receive the CCC certification. And lastly, you will receive printing permission for the CCC Mark. We will be taking a closer look into step 3 and 4, which is the main focus of the CCC certification process. For the product testing stage, all testing are conducted in accredited test labs in China. And the whole process takes from 2 to 8 weeks, depending on the product. During certification, 1 product test for each certification unit must be performed according to Chinese Guobiao standards. While Chinese standards correspond largely to ECE regulations and other international standards, the Chinese authorities do not recognize any test reports or certificates from any other countries. All test reports are issued in Chinese. Next, you will have to go through a factory audit inspection. The inspection process may last from 1 to 5 days. Usually, 2 inspectors will manage an inspection. One handles the document checks, while the other focuses on quality management. This process is similar to other international quality management audits. As such, factory inspection is easier for companies with prior ISO certification. What happens after you go through the CCC certification process? After evaluating the results of product testing and factory audits, the CCC certificate will either be issued or rejected. The issuance of certificates will be both in English and in Chinese. The CCC mark and factory code of the plant must be attached to the certified products. There are few methods for marking the CCC logo and factory code onto the products, namely pressure stamping, molding or laser marking, printing, and applying original CCC stickers. Annual follow-up inspections are mandatory. Depending on the validity, the CCC certificate itself must be renewed after 4 or 5 years. So, how can we help? Regardless of where you are based, TÜV SÜD has the global presence to provide you full service support in your local markets. To ensure maximum efficiency, your entire project is managed through one contact person who understands all your requirements and speaks your language. Our experts offer the complete range of project management services to help you manage the whole certification project from the start to the end, ensuring a smooth CCC type approval process. We provide a single contact point for the following services: type approval support. We help you meet the necessary requirements under the CCC Mark. Testing. We conduct the full range of testing services for full vehicles and components in our ISO accredited labs in China. Post-certification support. We remind manufacturers of future requirements and provide periodic updates on changes in regulations. Multiple regulatory compliance management. We help you understand and identify the overlaps and evolving requirements of different regulations to achieve multiple certifications within one project. Get in touch with your local TÜV SÜD contact or email us to get a precise understanding of your business requirements and receive the necessary type approval support to take full advantage of the world's largest automotive market. We would appreciate if you could do a quick 1-minute survey at the bottom of this page and receive a complimentary ebook on the Automotive Guide to CCC certification. Lastly, do sign up for our mailing list for latest news and updates. This has been Jiongyang from TÜV SÜD. Thank you for watching this webinar, and if you have any further questions, please feel free to drop me an email. Goodbye.